In this video, we are going to revise global warming and climate. Hello friends, welcome to the Tapasya for IAS YouTube channel. So let's begin. Global warming basics. Increase in the Earth's average temperature due to excess greenhouse gases leads to climate shift. Causes natural solar variations and Milankovitch cycle, orbital changes, volcanic eruptions, CO2 warms, SO2 cools short terms, ocean current, El Nino warms and La Nina cools, anthropogenic human, fossil fuels, coal, oil, gas, burning, major CO2 and CH4 sources. Deforestation reduces carbon sink, releases stored carbon, example Amazon. Agriculture, livestock, methane, cattle, rice, N2O, fertilizers. Industrialization, urbanization, factory, CO2, urban heat island. Waste, landfill produce methane from organic decay. Key state, global temperature up to nearly 1.2 degrees Celsius since late 19th century, last 4 decades warmest since 1850. Signs of global warming, what we see. Rising temperature, global average surface temperature continues to climb. Changing precipitation, more extreme rainfall, India, USA, Europe. Sea level rise due to thermal expansion and melting ice, Maldives, Mumbai at risk. Melting ice, Arctic Sea down more than 40%, 1970s, Himalayan and Andean alpine glaciers shrinking. Ecosystem shifts, earlier birds migration, plant blooming, disrupted food webs. Ocean currents, weakening Atlantic meridional overturning circulation MOC. Wildfire, increased frequency intensity, example 2019 to 20. Australia, bushfire, 46 million acre in the forest. Impacts of global warming, consequences, health impacts. More heat waves, health, more heat waves. Here is projections like about 54,974 deaths by 2100. Spread of disease, malaria, dengue, glacier melt contributes to sea level rise. Greenland lost 18 billion tons in August 2022. Disrupt ocean current, sea level rise threatens coastal cities Mumbai, Chennai, New York City, Island, Tuvalu, Kiribati, erosion, storm surges, extreme weather, more intense hurricanes, floods, example 2022 Pakistan, 33 million displaced. Dots, ocean changes, warming, more than 90% excess heat absorbed, acidification, CO2 uptake, lower pH, leading to coral bleaching, example Great Barrier Reef 2024. Ecosystem, species migrate to cooler areas, extinction risk, polar bears, corals. Agriculture, crop yields, wheat, corn, rice may drop 3 to 8% per 1 degree Celsius rise. Food price hikes. Migration, climate induced refugees, example 13.3 million in Bangladesh by 2050. Arctic amplification, Arctic warms 2 to 4x faster due to albedo effect, melting ice exposes darker surface, thus permafrost releasing methane. Greenhouse effect explain. Natural process where greenhouse gases trap heat, making Earth habitable. Nearly 33 degrees Celsius warmer mechanism. Sunlight short wave warms Earth. Earth radiate infrared. This leads to Earth radiates infrared and long wave. Greenhouse gases observe and re-emit infrared, trapping heat. Enhanced effect, human activities increases greenhouse gas concentration, more heat trapped. This leads to global warming. Greenhouse gas concentration 2021 472 part per million, CO2 192 ppm above pre-industrial level. Key greenhouse gases, carbon dioxide CO2 role, most abundant anthropogenic greenhouse gas 55% human induced effect, Sources: fossil fuels, deforestation. Concentration in 2024 nearly 419 ppm, pre-industrial 20 ppm. Methane potency 20x time CO2 over 100 years, lifetime 10 to 12 years. Sources: wetland, livestock, landfill, oil gas lakes. Concentration in 2024 nearly 1900 ppb, pre-industrial level nearly 700 ppb. Nitrous oxide N2O potency 296 times CO2 over 100 years, lifetime 114 years. Sources: agricultural fertilizers, fossil fuel combustions, fluorinated gases, HFCs, PFCs, SF6, NF3. Potency: very high GWP. Example: SF6 22,800. Uses: refrigerant, electronics regulated by Kyoto Kigali Amendment. Ozones O3. Stratospheric O3 cools UV shields. Tropospheric O3 warms GHG pollutant from NOx VOCs. Black carbon, short light pollutant, absorbs sunlight, accelerate ice melt from wildfires, diesels, biomass burning. Aerosols, tiny particles can cool, sulfates reflect, or warm. Black carbon absorbs, affect clouds. 6 is global warming potential. Heat trapping capacity of greenhouse gases related to CO2. CO2 GWP equal to 1. Factors: relative efficiency, how much heat trapped, atmospheric lifetime, how long it lasts. For example, 100 years, CO2 equal to 1, methane equal to 28, N2O 296, SF6 22,800. Used for carbon footprint, climate policy, Kyoto, Paris. Carbon markets. What is carbon footprint? Total greenhouse gas emissions in carbon dioxide from an entity activity. Global average nearly 4 tons CO2 per year. Main contributors: energy sector nearly 72%, total electricity heat nearly 31%. Reduction: energy efficiency, sustainable transport, waste reduction. Combating climate change strategies. Adaptations: adjusting to impacts, local regional focus. Examples: sea walls, drought resistant crops, flood management. Mitigations: reducing greenhouse gas emissions, global long term focus. Example: renewable energy, afforestation, energy efficiency. Carbon sequestration: capturing and storing CO2 is called carbon sequestration. Natural like forest, mangrove, soils, ocean. Artificial like carbon captures and storage, CCS. Direct air capture, DAC. Carbon credits: permits to emit 1 ton CO2 equals used to offsetting. Carbon border adjustment mechanism, CBM. Use carbon tax on import from countries with weak climate policies, effective from 2026. Geoengineering, large scale interventions. Carbon dioxide removal, CDR, afforestation, DAC. Solar radiation management. Stratospheric aerosol injections reflect sunlight. Challenges in climate actions. Economic cost, high transition cost, funding gap. Climate justice issues, technological limitations, hard to abate sectors, steel, cement, energy storage. Limitations: CCS, cost issue, example Petronova. Natural feedback loop. Arctic amplification, permafrost thaw releases more greenhouse gases. Albedo reduction. Political issues, fossil fuel lobbying, policy inconsistency, example US Paris Agreement. Changes: social resistance, reluctance to lifestyle changes, example French fuel protests. Disinformation, climate denialism, corporate greenwashing. Greenwashing is a false propaganda which is run by a corporate. They so falsely that they are helping in mitigating the greenhouse gases, but they don't do such type of activity. Solutions to overcome challenges: climate finance, increase funding, green climate fund, global methane place, legislation, stronger binding climate policies, example US Inflation Reduction Act, R&D, research and development, invest in green technology, CCS, green hydrogen storage, multilateral agreements, strengthen Paris Agreement, foster global partnership, example IMEC, incentives, subsidies for renewable, EVs, tax breaks for green investment, preventive measures, reforestation, wetland restoration, example green wall initiative. Key reports indices: WMO greenhouse gas bulletin 2024, record high CO2, methane, nitrous oxide, global temperature up to 1.5 1.15 degrees Celsius. Global methane assessment: methane at 260% pre-industrial causes 45% current warming. Climate Change Performance Index CCPI 2024, India 7th, no country in top 3, rank 63 countries plus EU. Here we are going to see a quick revision of glossary. Ocean acidification, ocean absorbing CO2 lowers pH. Deforestation, forest loss reduces carbon sink atmospheric lifetime. Time a gas stay in air. Climate feedback amplifies reduces warming. Blue carbon, carbon in terrestrial ecosystem, forest soil. White carbon, carbon in geological synthetic material. Co-benefit, additional benefit from climate policies, example health. So this is the end of the lecture. So friends, we will meet in the next video. If you have any doubt, you can ask in comment section, and subscribe the channel, like the video, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that UPSC focus videos keep reaching you. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.